What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Joey365 with another episode of Real African Stars. How you doing? How you doing, YouTube? Yeah, it's been a minute. We got a great show for you today. Before we start, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Real African Stars on TikTok, YouTube, as well as Instagram. Also follow me on Joey365 at Instagram. Yeah. Today we got a great show for you today. Our topic today is relationships 101. What to avoid, what to expect, man. There's a lot going on social media. You already know what we do. We like to cover what's going on. We like to cover just the latest topics in general. You know me. I don't like to hold you up. Before we do, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. That's the most important thing. I don't like wasting your time. Let's get straight into the content, man. Our first topic today. We have a young lady on the KendraG Show. You know we love Kendra, man. Shout out to Kendra. She's doing her thing on Instagram and TikTok, as well as YouTube. Give a big shout out to Kendra, man. Yeah, she holding it down for the community. Shout out to Kendra. But on this one, we have a young woman that says she's a single mother. She's raising her expectations after having a kid. We already know, man. There's nothing wrong with someone raising their expectations, man. But let's listen to the things that she says she requires to be in a relationship. You already know how we get down, and let's go. With no further ado, let's get into it. Give me a second. Let me cue this video up, and we're going to listen to what she has to say, and we're going to give our feedback. You already know how we do. Just like every other video, let us know what you think about the video, and let's give our input. Let's get into it. Let's play the video and listen what she has to say. All right. Oh Lord, this is not the right time. Hold on. Let's refresh that video.
What kind of man you looking for, Mama? Man.
There we go. We have the video queued up. Let me turn the volume up a little bit. And let's get into it. Let's play the video and let's see what she has to say.
That is generous. A man that's a giver. So you don't have to be black. So I like all race. I don't discriminate at all.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
And over 100K. Let's just say either at 100K or a little bit over it. And the reason why I say that is because I'm literally there in my career, but also I know myself, and I hate to say this, but I would talk down on a man that make less than me. So
Gonna hold it right there, man. Imagine a man saying that I will talk down on a woman that makes less than me. Like, you're coming into the dating game, you're looking for a husband. Imagine you're going into the world expecting to find your partner, and you're telling your partner, hey, just FYI, if you make less than me, I will look down on you. Like, how is that gonna be received? Just like we listen, we don't judge, but we judging. But let's keep playing.
I choose not to lower that. I want somebody to make over than I make, so it won't be no arguments and there won't be no jealousy. So yeah.
Couple questions. Okay. You have a 4-year-old. Does your 4-year-old's dad make 100K?
No, that's why I'm not with him, actually, because he's jealous of me. But we're not gonna get into that.
Well, we're gonna stay here for 1 second, because what's what men will say. You had a baby by a man that didn't make 100K, but now you want a man that makes 100K or more to raise that child with you. They're gonna say.
And shout out to Kendra, man. She's come a long way. In her questioning, back in the day, she never used to get into these details. Now that it's good to see that the growth within her channel and her questioning as well. Shout out to her, man, because that's a really good question. Like, what are we doing? You didn't expect this 100K for your baby daddy, but now you expect it going into the dating world. Something's not matching up. But let's keep watching.
Say that.
Yeah, I understand. But when you have a kid, you do raise the bar. And unfortunately, and it's just that. You raise the bar. I know where I am in my career. I know what I make. So it is what it is. If you don't make that, it's totally okay. You don't have to reach out to me. It's somebody else for you, not me. I want the black man stop paying attention to those podcasts. Get out here and get in the field for real.
Man, shout out to these podcasters, man. We doing a real breakdown of these situations. Shout out to y'all, man. People out there podcasting. It's not easy, but we do it.
Go make some money. Stop arguing with females. Go make your money.
If the guy made 70K, don't reach out to you.
I prefer not to, honestly.
Don't do it. Sam Major said, when you have a child, you raise the bar, but you lowered your value.
Facts.
To me, I didn't lower my value. That's to me.
Okay, have you ever dated a man that makes 100K or more?
No.
Okay. So do you want more kids?
Wait. Let's unpack that. I've never dated. I've never dated a man that made 100K, but now I'm making it a requirement in the dating world. Like, is she serious? Like, if these men aren't approaching you already, what makes you think that you're gonna get one? Like, they have the upper hand. Like, you're not attracting these men, so what makes you think that you're gonna get one requiring that? Man, some of these people are delusional, man. Let's just keep it like that. Let's just say it like it is. Some people are just delusional. It is what it is. Keep watching.
No, yeah.
You don't want more kids?
No. Y'all probably would. If I go into details, y'all probably would be looking at me like I'm crazy. I want a man that cooks for me.
Hold on. Let's unpack this. You're coming to the dating world with a kid. You're not going to cook for this 100K man. You're also going to require this. You're going to talk down on the man if he makes less than that, and you're expecting to find a man. Like, no, I don't think these people aren't serious. These people aren't serious. They think the dating game is like a wish list or some kind of fairy tale world that they can just demand what they want, and it's definitely not like that. Let's keep watching.
So you're not gonna cook either?
No, I'm good. Go ahead, Kendra. Come on.
I gotta do it for you,
No,
girl.
Kendra, let's go on to the next.
I had to do it, girl. Now you almost made it through, but now
Thank you, Kendra.
you don't want to cook. You ain't having no more kids, Ivy girl. Now you almost listen. I almost didn't do it.
Yeah, as she said, she's not gonna cook. You're gonna take care of her child. She's basically not gonna respect you, and you're supposed to take care of her. Yeah. Hold this L, girl. Hold this up. You see this? It's that L, man. You took this L for this. That's a L for this, man. Oh man. Yo. Just goes to show you what's out there, man. If you're trying to date, I'm not saying this is all women, but this is what's out here. We got another KendraG clip. This one says, her man can respectfully cheat. And money does matter. I agree with that 100%. Money does matter, and the cheating part is debatable. Let's go ahead and listen to what she had to say and give our feedback on the back end. You already know how we do.
You looking for a girl?
Oh man, these clips. I guess I have to
What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I like generous men, and not just necessarily financially or whatever, you know. Definitely love gifts, but I just want somebody that's like in tune with me, and you know, they keep me top of mind. Money matters, definitely.
Well, let's get there early. We done started off with that. How much money you got to make to date you, Jasmine?
Ooh, I don't think I can necessarily say a number, but I mean, guys that I've dated in the past, majority of them are, if not a millionaire, definitely a couple hundred thousandaires.
Why didn't you stay with any of those men?
Um, most of the reasons were cheating, most of them. Now that I'm older, I do believe in respectful cheating. I should know.
Respectfully cheating. Basically, she's saying that if you're gonna cheat on her, don't let her know. Just do your thing, keep it under wraps, and don't let her find out. I respect that, but is she gonna be cheating on the other end? Is the question. So let's keep listening.
Know absolutely nothing about it. So if you don't know how to keep it under wraps, then that's a problem. I honestly feel like all men cheat.
Wow, this is the first.
Do all men cheat? Let us know in the comment section. Do all men cheat? Please let us know. I want to find out. Are there faithful men out there? I believe they're faithful men, but do all men cheat? Let me know in the comment section.
On my show. You believe all men cheat. So the rule is he has to respectfully cheat if he's going to cheat, which means it never gets back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you going to respectfully cheat too?
No, I'm not a cheater.
So you would be loyal.
Yep.
I call cap.
Yep.
The reason I call cap is that last sentence she made. She laughed. She smiled.
So you
I call cap.
would be loyal.
Let's watch it again. Are you gonna be loyal? Let's see what she said.
Yep.
Yeah, she lying. You can tell.
No, I'm not.
She a cheater, y'all. Don't believe that BS at all. Look at, she smiled at the end. Definitely smiled at the end.
You guys
Definitely smiled at the end. But yeah, let's get into it. The next the next clip we have here, we have an EnVogue Dawn Robinson. I've been living in my car for the past 3 years. I believe Dawn Robinson is a member of EnVogue. She recently came out this week saying that she's been living in her car. I did a story similar to this. I believe on my last stream of seeing a lot of black women living in their car, and I asked, "Is this becoming a trend?" And come to find out, it is. We have a celebrity. This is actually a celebrity going through this, living in her car due to circumstances with record labels and such. It just goes to show that, man, nobody's exempt in this economy. You know, cost of living is going high. Cost of just regular goods and services such as food, gas, everything is high. So you're seeing people not being able to afford a standard of living in America as they used to be in the past. This will continue. This will be a trend because America is losing its value. Just is what it is. Empires do fall, but let's continue. Let's go. Let me refocus back into the main story that we're covering here. We have an EnVogue Dawn Robinson saying that she's been living out of her car in the past 5 years. Let's listen to what she had to say and give our feedback.
for the past almost 3 years, I have been living in my car. I said it. Oh my God, it's out. I've been living in my car. Oh my gosh. If you remember, if you guys were with me, in 2020, I did like 105,000 interviews. And in the interim, I was living with my parents in Vegas. And that was wonderful until it wasn't. I love my mom, but she became very angry. And a lot of her anger she was taking out on me, and I was her target all the time. And I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, I respect her too much. I didn't understand it. I still don't. And I was sleeping in my car for maybe about a month in Vegas. And then the guy that was co-managing me at the time was living in LA. And he said, you need to come back to LA. I don't have a lot of room, but I'll make room for you. And then when I got to his place, he actually didn't have room for me. So it turned into, okay, well, I'm going to put you in a hotel for the night. And that one night turned into 8 months. Oh my God, you guys. I was like, no, this is unacceptable. I have been researching car life. There's a whole community of people that live in their cars, and a whole community of people that live in their RVs, and a whole community of people that live in vans. Van life, car life, RV life. And I loved what I was seeing. I just thought, wow, these people, I can do that. I can do this, I think. And I ended up in my car, and it's been, like I said, 3 years. I think I'm going to go and sleep in my car. I think I'm going to live in my car. I've been researching it, and I know I can do this. And she's like, yeah, you can. She was gung-ho, and I was like, okay. So I went up to Malibu. You know, Malibu is the place where you can take Highway 1 all the way from New York, literally. And it's kind of the place where everybody stops along the way when they're coming from the East Coast and they're heading west, you know, to California, to make their dreams come true, to start a new life. Guys, this is not...
Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it short right there, but it just goes to show, man, you're not exempt, man. These celebrities are not exempt from real life, the economy. Um, when the show stops, where are you gonna get your income from? You know, this is the main thing that I focused on this podcast is discussing what it, I'm not saying this is due to automation, but what are you gonna do when reality hits? Like, just in general, what do you do in instances like this where you're going through life, you know? Um, Things happen, but the fact that she doesn't have a family to fall back on that she can depend on is kind of troubling. You're a celebrity. You would think that all the family members that you've helped throughout the years would be able to step up and help you in your time of need. But unfortunately for her, she's unable to find anybody to help her. I'm pretty sure maybe she does, and she doesn't want to go back to. I think she did mention that her mother was she was going issues with her mom while she lived with her mother. It happens. That's life, you know. Um, we wish her the best, and hopefully she find um, a solution to her problems. Number one thing, hopefully she finds somewhere to stay and keep grinding. Um, she's a celebrity. I think she'll be okay, knowing that a lot of people will come out and probably donate to her if she has an OnlyFans. I take that back. Not OnlyFans. I'm pretty sure if she did that, she'd have money. But OnlyFans, not OnlyFans, but GoFundMe. GoFundMe. I'm pretty sure there's a GoFundMe out here for this young lady, and she's able to get back on her feet and grind. But it just goes to show, no matter who you are, man, you're not exempt from this. You could have it all one day and lose it all the next. It's just how life goes. There's ups and downs. You just have to be able to weather the storm. Hopefully, she's able to do the same and get back on her feet and get the ball rolling. Um, yeah. That was quite interesting, man. Uh, a lot is going on in America. We're just trying to make it happen and trying to stay above water. Yeah. In this next story, we have an NFL player by the name of Xavier Worthy, who is currently going through a lot right now because of a young lady he decided to make her fiance. I believe the story goes as Xavier Worthy decided to hire a private investigator to investigate his fiance to see if she was cheating, and it came out that she's cheating. She went ahead and once he found out that she was cheating, he told her to leave her house. She started to tear up his stuff and decided not to leave and accused this man of domestic violence. Let's go ahead and listen to the story. It was a big high profile story in the NFL as well as Hollywood. I don't know. But let's listen to the story and give our feedback, man.
EIA Jones set up the traps to ensure that Xavier Worthy's $16 million contract would be completely ruined. However, Worthy had the last laugh. After the Chiefs' rookie Worthy experienced the defeat in the Super Bowl, he was caught in an accusation controversy. He was arrested in Georgetown on March 7th on the charge of domestic violence. Subsequently, Worthy's fiancée Jones hinted on social media that she was the one who filed the accusation. The two had been engaged last year, so why did Worthy suddenly commit domestic violence? In fact, it was all a trap set by Jones in an attempt to get her fiance's $16 million. Because Jones was caught cheating by Worthy. As a national athlete, she had to safeguard her reputation. Out of desperation, she chose to accuse Worthy of committing domestic violence against her. But in reality, it was Jones who perpetrated the domestic violence. From the photos of Worthy when he was arrested, it can be seen that his face had been scratched by Jones, his hair had been pulled out, and she even smashed up a room. In addition, Jones also tried to extort money. Because once Worthy was convicted of domestic violence, he would face a prison sentence of 2 to 10 years. In that case, the $16 million contract that Worthy had just signed with the Chiefs would naturally be inherited by Jones. Fortunately, Jones didn't succeed. Worthy's lawyer declared that the case had been dismissed, and the surveillance video proved that Worthy didn't commit domestic violence. Everyone thought that it was Jones who should be sent to prison.
All right, everybody believe it's Jones who should be sent to prison. Yeah, it's crazy how these stories unfold, man. She got caught cheating, and she decided to. I don't even know. How do you? She decided that she did not want to leave this man alone. He was done with her, and he wanted to move on with his life. We see a lot of these NFL players during the draft. A lot of women complain, "Oh my God, you got you a white woman." Can a white woman do this to you? Yes. Do we see it all the time? I can't say that we do, but the fact that he actually chose a black woman to be with, and this is his outcome, is this going to deter him from dating other black women? It's crazy. She decided to cheat on him, and he decided not to be with her anymore. But the actions that she took after the fact, knowing that he didn't want to be with her, probably hurt her deep and causing her to do what causing her to call the cops and accuse him of domestic violence, which is crazy in itself because this man hired a private investigator to look into your life and found out that you're a liar, basically. Prayers to that young man, for just having not the audacity, but basically having the courage not to press charges on. He still didn't press charges on her after all the things that she did. He still didn't press charges, and she is going the extra mile of taking him to a civil suit. I believe that's her next plan, is to sue this man for his money. Man, the something I would tell the young athletes out there: if you're young and you're an athlete in the NFL, NBA, whatever, just wait till your career is over before you get into a relationship, a long-term relationship. I don't think, from looking at it, you're gonna lose a lot more dealing with these type of issues moving forward if you're in a relationship, and a serious relationship at that. Just wait for your career to be over before you get into a long-term relationship. That's my advice to you as a young man. And it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. A lot of men do, a lot of athletes go through something like this and they stomach it and just don't say nothing. But man, I don't know how these, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, just be wise, man. You have a target in your back if you're a man of means. Just know that. If you have money and you have something to lose, just protect your assets. In today's dating market, that's just is what it is. Um, yeah, yeah. This next video is a woman telling men do not upgrade a woman that's looking to leave you. Basically, I think she's basically trying to say that a lot of women will use you to basically get the next man. Let's listen to what she had to say and give our feedback. And I think there's a lot of validity to this. You will see a lot of men being used for their resources. You'll have a woman that says, "Oh, take me here, take me this, do this for me, do this for me, take me to Nobu, take me to Steak 48." Mind you, she's setting you up for the next man. She's basically using you to as a stepping stone. Let's listen to what she had to say and give our feedback. She had a lot to say. Let's listen to what she had to say.
A lot of y'all do not know, okay? Y'all men are not in a relationship. You are simply a financial bridge. Every single dollar that you spend on your woman, on her self-care, is really an investment in her next man. So while you are breaking your back to keep her happy and make sure that she stays pretty and she feels good about herself, you're paying for her escape plan. Yes, that's what you're paying for. You are maintaining a female who is trying to leave you actively every single day. She cannot and will not go a day without having her hair perfect, her makeup perfect, her lashes done, her nails perfect, designer this, designer that, with your money so she can catch your replacement. That is a fact. She cannot afford to leave you just yet, but she's actively setting up her exit because the bait gotta be fresh when she goes fishing for your replacement. You are maintaining a woman who is mentally, emotionally, and sexually probably unavailable to you. But she's preparing herself every day to be mentally, emotionally, and sexually available to another man who's better than you every single day. Y'all have got to get to the point where you start investing in a woman who invests in you. Okay? She can't just be taking value from you. She has to be adding to it. If y'all been in this situation, if you know you've been in this situation, you're going to be honest about it, leave a message in the comments and let me know. Because a lot of men out here, y'all really have no clue.
I think she's 100% right. We have a lot of men that think that they can buy their woman.
Care.
Mind you, for majority of these women are just looking to use you. They'll use you to upgrade to the next man. That's basically what she's saying. Just be aware of that. Understand that you know the person that you're dealing with. If you see somebody that's constantly taking and never giving, that should give you a clue that this is who you're dealing with. If you're dealing with somebody that doesn't really care about your well-being, we do have a lot of men. I will put this onus on the man because you should be able to recognize this as a man. If you have a woman and you're putting all into her and she's pouring back into you, that should be your first sign. That's with every relationship. It's got to be a give and take. It can't be a constant take. That should let you know right then and there what that person's intentions is. If you dealing with somebody that's constantly taking from you and you're never giving back, that should tell you right there that's a red flag. Leave that situation. Be in a relationship that's equally beneficial. It, yeah, that's just as simple as it gets, man. She's not wrong. She's definitely right. Shout out to that creator. Let's see what her handle is. Her handle is married to Melanin is her name. Make sure you follow her on TikTok. From what I see, she's a great creator. Make sure you follow her on TikTok. Let me know. Um, am I wrong? Are we incorrect? Let us know what you think. Should you just let us know what you think? Leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Give us feedback and let us know, man. Yeah. That was a good one. That was a good one. Let's get into it. Let's see what's next. No, I'm not gonna cover that. Oh, this one's pretty interesting. We have a young lady here that says she broke up with her boyfriend because on their 1 year anniversary, he only bought her. He took it to a steakhouse of I think a thousand or $2,000 steakhouse, as well as giving her a gift. And she says that wasn't enough. That she wanted more. Let's go ahead and listen to what she had to say and give our feedback. Apparently, this guy didn't do enough to keep her, so let's see what she had to say and give our feedback on the back end. Let's go. All right, we have a technical issue.
Are you single or married?
Kind of single.
Kind of single?
Yes.
What does that mean?
I recently broke up with someone
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, why?
because, like, a few months ago, it was our anniversary. After 1 year, he took me for dinner. It was a nice restaurant, but he just paid for the dinner around like 2,000.
Wait, so let me see if I understand. You broke up with this man after being with him for a year,
A year.
1 year, because he took you to a restaurant and only paid $2,000.
Yeah.
Okay, did he get you anything?
Yeah, just a normal gift around like approximately price was like 5,000.
So a $5,000 gift, $2,000 dinner.
Yeah. So
That wasn't enough.
No, we have been for 1 year together. I expected more, you know?
He gave you a $2,000 dinner and a large gift, and that wasn't enough. She wanted more. Let's keep watching.
I'm a woman.
What did you get him?
Me.
You got him you, and
I'm
he
the
got.
best gift for him, for his life, you know?
Okay. See, this is what these dudes be talking about because you're terrible. That's horrible.
I'm not.
He probably thought he was doing something really sweet, really
No.
special, and you just.
We have been together for 1 year. At least he needed like spend like 10,000 for me.
We're cooked.
Hold on. Y'all been together for 1 year, and you expect this man to pay 10,000 for you to be happy. This goes to show that she didn't really like you, bro. Because most women that genuinely like men don't require anything. They don't require the man to do anything. So the fact that she's making this man jump through hoops, pay for this, pay for that, do this, do that, and it's still not enough, lets you know that she doesn't like you. Let's keep watching, and it is what it is. And this guy, hopefully, he found something better.
We're cooked as women, for sure.
We are
That's
women.
it. Goodbye.
Y'all cooked, man. Especially her. She cooked. Like, how does a man spend all that money on you and you're still saying it's not enough? That's crazy in itself, man. Shout out to the men out there, man. It's definitely not easy. We do a lot to make women happy, and you have to understand you can't do it for every woman. It's not for every woman. It's just for a certain type. Make sure it's your type. Make sure it's somebody you like. Make sure it's somebody that genuinely likes you back. Because you will be the sucker at the end, holding the bag and looking dumb. All right, let's segue to the next story. By the way, let us know what you think about the last video. Do you think that he needs to step up, or that she needs to do more to keep the relationship? Obviously, like I said, she's not interested in that dude. That's why she's making him go through hoops. But let us know in the comment section what you think. Your input is greatly appreciated. Your input is greatly appreciated. Let us know what you know in the comments. Let us know what you think in the comments. And yeah. All right, this next video is about a track. I think it's been going viral online. It's about a track meet, a young girl hitting another girl in the head with a baton during, and I don't know what it was. It was during a track meet. It's been going viral, and let's watch the video and let's make that analysis. Did she do this on purpose or was it a mistake? Let's watch and we listen and we don't judge. Let's play it. Let's play this video.
Because I can admit from the video it does look purposeful, but I know my intentions and I would never hit somebody on purpose.
She said this video did not look intentional and she didn't do it on purpose, but let's go ahead and watch it and let's see if she does do it intentionally. Right there. It looked like she took a swing to me. Watching the video over and over, it looked like something intentional, but let's unpack that. Let's unpack it. There's a lot going on in that video. Let's unpack that. As you can see here, they come right there. She hit her in the head, but she and her family said that that is not the case, that it was a mistake. But I believe the story goes that this young girl and these two people, they've known each other for a while, and this young lady was just not liked. That's why this happened. It just happened that everything unfolded on the track meet. Yeah, unfortunately, things like these happen. Hopefully they're able to learn from the situation and move forward. You could clearly see that young girl was jealous of the other one. This is my opinion. I think it was jealousy. The girl was obviously passing her up, so she definitely had a problem with that. That's why she hit her in the head with a baton. These type of things happen on a daily, man. It's a lot. Let's move on. Yeah, that story went viral and got everybody talking. We have a young lady that says, wow, never again. I believe that this young lady discusses going on one of these dating shows, not dating shows, but dating events. And she basically describes her experience going through these dating events. Let's listen and see what she had to say. Let's play the video.
Hinged speed dating event of my entire life. Dating in Charlotte is a problem. Honestly, this needs to be studied. This experience needs to be studied. Having been here for only 6 months, coming from Houston, Texas, this is not normal. This is not okay. So I will preface this by saying I did not want to go. This is not my cup of tea. This is not how I generally meet people. I was very concerned and very anxious, going into this. I really was. Like, truly. Like the perfect place to meet men where they would feel comfortable, 6 o'clock. I will admit, I got there at 7:30. Maybe a problem. But the thing about it is the flyer said this is a mix and mingle speed dating happy hour. First of all, I don't even know that those words really go together, but to me, it felt like kind of a come sitting alone. No men in sight. None. I promise you. I will overlay a video. There were no, I could not see one man outside of the people servicing tables at this place. So eventually I get the courage to go sit down with a group of girls at a table, and I'm like, yo, what is that? Like, where are they? I know I'm late. Like, is there some sort of game going on where the men are in one room and the women are in another room? They were like, oh, girl, you just got here. You must not have heard. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, basically, about an hour ago, she came downstairs, took all the men, 10. Keep in mind, there's like 85 women and 10 men. She got the 10 men to choose the women that they wanted to come upstairs with them. So the 10 men out of 85 women chose 10 women to take upstairs. And that's where they did the speed dating upstairs, while everybody else was downstairs looking at each other. Everybody was on their phones. Everybody was looking around like, what the hell is this?
Well, ma'am, I'm pretty sure that let me put it like this. When you wait later in the dating game to look for a man, this is what you're gonna expect. A lot of men are fed up with dating in America, period. That's why you see there's only 10 men to 80 women. There's only 10 men to 80 women at the dating event. You shouldn't be surprised at that. A lot of women say they don't want to be approached. They don't want to be talked to. They don't want you saying anything to them. So a lot of men are like, what am I really going to get in this dating event? What's the point of going to one of these when it's there's not much to gain from this. Like obviously the 10 men that did show up were the ones who were basically, how do I say this without hurting anybody's feelings? The ones that are capable of dating. A lot of women say they don't want to date a man that's making less than 100,000. Of course, if I'm making less than 100,000, I'm not going to show up at one of these dating events. Like what? Because that's not the popular opinion. A lot of women want a man of means, a man that's doing things and making it happen. Just not a blue collar man, but a white collared man is what's desirable out here. This is what women say they want. They want a man that's ambitious, that's goal oriented, all these things. And you see what the dating game looks like. Not a lot of men are confident to even go out there to even approach women and say, oh, okay, I want to be in a relationship. I want to do all this. I want to go date, because a lot of women say they want a man that make 100,000. So basically what you got is the men that are there, the ones that probably meet that criteria, that are 6 foot tall, make 100 plus K a year. That's what you got right there. She shouldn't be surprised. She looked very surprised. You should not be surprised, man, because this is what women have said for years that they wanted. They wanted the dating game. They wanted a man that made a certain amount of money. Now, when you eliminate half of the majority of the men, that's what you're going to get. A lot of men are not going to want to participate because they don't feel that they're adequate. They don't feel that they meet the requirements of what most women are looking for. That's why you see a lot of men don't go to these dating events, because guess what? You're going to judge them based on their height, their income, their swag, their, you name it. Women are hard to satisfy. It just is what it is. I don't make the rules. We're just observing and we move. Yeah. It's unfortunate. Let's watch though. Let's watch what the rest of the things she had to say. And
have never been so uncomfortable in my entire life.
Of course not.
This, the mismanagement, I don't even know where to start. This was a ticketed event. So the event owners knew hey, we have 85 women RSVP'd and only 10 men. They knew that this was a problem going into the event. This was not a surprise. And I figured there would be like a level.
I don't think these men, the event planners had anything to do with this. It's just a dating environment in general. A lot of men are not interested, man. A lot of men are turned off. A lot of men have decided to move on with other race of women, because a lot of other races don't speak on basically these requirements. They don't have these dating standards and requirements. They just want to find somebody that's compatible. But when you live in a black community, you have all these criteria to meet, and it kind of throws off the dating market. It just kind of throws off men in general in the dating market. And a lot of men don't want to participate because they don't feel adequate to date. And this is the result that you get. It is what it is. We're going to segue here to our next couple of stories. We have it's a tough story. This one is about BBLs. Corey Holcomb gives his explanation of why women go out and get BBLs. Let's listen to what Corey had to say. I know a lot of women are going to hate this. They're going to hate what Corey had to say because he's very controversial. A lot of women, he's not favorable when it comes to dating and dating advice. He advocates for men, and a lot of women are not going to deal with that. But let's listen what he had to say on why women get BBLs. Let's listen.
If you went and got a BBL, it's because you don't have the confidence to face the world as you are. If I'm looking for somebody that is going to be the mainstay, it's probably not going to be a woman with a BBL. Because I know that's mental illness to let somebody crack your ass open, put some motherfucking Air Jordan shit up in there, and sew it back up. That is not a mentally stable woman. If you went...
There's one thing about Corey, man. He gonna keep it 100, but he gonna be graphic with it. He gonna keep it 100. He gonna keep it 100. He gonna let you know exactly what he think. Let's all go ahead and listen to what Amber Rose had to say about the BBL. She went and got a BBL and she got it undone. Let's see what
my
she
butt
had to
done.
say. Man, I'm really having...
I've done it. I got my butt done and then I got everything taken out.
Right.
So I got my butt done when it was in style, like
Right.
big stupid fat ass. And now I got it taken out.
Why do you think women are starting to have those regrets, Amber?
Well, I think it's because it's the style at the time, right? To have just a big old fat ass.
Yeah.
And then, well, you go to the gym and you can't really run on the treadmill because your ass is heavy as hell. And then you want to go get it taken out, you know? I know guys that get their bodies done.
What kind of body?
They get six packs, they get all that. Yeah.
Come on, Amber.
They get cuts and...
Yeah, it's a little wild out here, man. I just came from an event where I saw a BBL. It did not look appealing. It did not look appealing, not one bit. It looked dysfunctional. If you're gonna do something like that, spend a lot of money on it, because you can see out here that some people are just taking risks with their body. You got people out here just throwing BBLs on their butts, and it doesn't make any sense. Their body is not even congruent, or oh man. If you're gonna spend money on a BBL, make sure your BBLs, your body looks not good, but just make sure that your body is proportionate. I've seen BBLs where one of her hips is up and the other hip is down. Like, it doesn't even make sense. I've seen, I don't know, man. Just make sure that you take care of your body. Preferably, a lot of men in general prefer natural bodies. Go to the gym, work out, and eat right, your body will eventually work itself out. We have a lot of people who think that we need a quick fix to, I don't know. I don't know what's the infection. I don't. We understand that a lot of women get this so they can get the attraction of the men with money, but at the same time, the men with money are looking for the women who have natural bodies. It is what it is. And they understand that you going to get your body done, that's just an insecurity. What other insecurities do you have besides that mental aspect of not having the correct body? What other mental issues do you have that comes with that? I don't think a lot of people analyze that and look at the impact. It is what it is. But let's keep going. I believe the next story is about a young lady here who went and got her body done. She went and got a BBL. This was her second BBL, meaning that the first one wasn't enough. Her and her sister went and got a BBL. Her sister did, the young sister who went with her survived, and she did not survive. Let's look into that story and give our feedback.
So our flight leaves at 9:25. It's currently 7 o'clock. Yeah, we're gonna make them in a couple.
Salads, so I could meet the BMI requirements. I need to detox, eat salads, drink lots of water. So we finally arrived in Miami. The flight was not long at all. By the time I woke up, we are on our way to the recovery home. Tequila's recovery home. Super excited. So this is me and my sister's room. We made Tequila's recovery home. It's so fun. We'll start with everything that you need. This is me and my sister's room. She'll be in the recliner because she's getting. Yeah, so I'm right on 30 minutes of sleep. I thought I was gonna be up with that little coffee, but I guess the fuck not. We are on our way to Avon for my sister's yacht. And I'm a little delusional, but it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright.
This young lady did not make it out of this recovery room. Unfortunately, it just goes to show, man, that these BBLs are not worth your life. It is not worth your life at all, because guess what? If you're not satisfied with what God gave you, you're going to keep searching. This would not have been, this is her second BBL, meaning that from just the observation, she's going to go for a third. She was going to get a third or a fourth, because imagine going out and getting your first BBL and it didn't work out, and you're still out here pursuing another one. Like, how happy are you with yourself? I think it's a self-esteem issue. You can easily get the same outcome going to the gym. I understand that it's not instantly, but everything in life you have to work for. Let's just be real. In life, we have to work for everything we get. Men understand this very clearly, but unfortunately, a lot of women don't. They think they want instant gratification, going to the doctors and getting that body snatched. There's consequences to that, and we're seeing the repercussions of it, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully the family gets to grieve. Here's another story of a procedure, a lady complaining about a lip procedure that she went through, and here's the outcome of that procedure. Let's listen to what she had to say and give our feedback. Oh Lord, all my videos are acting funny today, but you know what? We don't care. Let's get.
And when they tell you don't get lip fillers, believe them. Every time I sleep on this side of my face, the lip filler migrates all the way over there, and every morning I be having to go like this. It's time to take these out. It's time to take them out for real.
You know what's crazy? I dealt with a woman with a lip filler, and it looks weird. I don't know why women get this. It looks real weird because we know that's not your real lip. Like, it looked when you see these lip fillers, they look like swollen people. Like, look at her lip. It looks swollen. It doesn't look natural. It doesn't look none of that. But you see, this is what a lot of women feel that they have to go through to have that beauty. But if a guy likes you, a guy likes you, man. If you got to do all this for somebody to like you, how much do they really care about you, man? Let's just be real. This is what we have out here. A lot of people think that they can have a quick fix, just go get their body done, and they don't get whatever they want. Unfortunately, there's consequences to that. They're not looking at what's going to happen in the future. They're not looking at how their body's going to look in the future. They're not looking at what other complications is going to come with these surgeries that they do carry out. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Hopefully that young lady is able to get her lip fixed. Let us know what you think. Is a lip filler worth it? Is it worth it to get a lip filler? Is it worth it to get a BBL? Is it worth it to get a tummy tuck? Is it really worth it? A lot of people believe so, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. Let's listen. Let's watch this next episode. I believe this. They said this is Married to Medicine. We have a young lady here that believes that. We have a young man that we have a woman who has her own house, and she's trying to convince her man that she's talking to move into this house. Let's listen to what she had to say. Give our feedback on the other end.
I don't really see myself.
Medicine. She's feeling that this man should move into her house. Let's listen and judge.
Not necessarily moving into your house. Maybe we could both come out of our comfort zones and get something together.
This home is significant to me. It's very special to me. This was my first home that I purchased on my own.
You can always rent it out.
Now, it may be a man's ego. Like, I'm not moving into a woman's house. That's how it
Yeah,
goes.
that's definitely.
Come on now. Why can't you forego your ego?
It's not about ego. It's about just a natural order of things.
You tripping right now. This is a cultural thing. King is a man's man, and I understand where he's coming from. But I, too, don't want to be in a position where a man is holding the house over my head every chance he...
So basically, we have a woman here that's willing to relinquish power to cater to a man's ego. Basically, how I see it is, if this man moves into your house, he's not going to be the man of the house. You are. You're going to be the man. He understands that. That's why he's requiring for y'all to get y'all own space and get you out of your house. Kudos to her. She was able to acquire her own house. So, I know it's not easy. Shout out to her. But at the same time, like, a man's not going to be a man in your house. He has to have a house of his own that he can call his own with his spouse. And even though you're going to be in the house with him, I don't see what the problem is. Like, he suggested that, hey, we should get a house of our own. You should be down with that. Obviously, you're looking to settle down with this man. You're looking for a leader, and you're not willing to follow the leader. You want him to follow you, and that's not going to work. And there's no relationship out there that's going to work where the man follows the woman. It's just not the natural order of things. And this is what he's basically saying in this clip, that you are out of order, man. You're out of order, and that's okay. But he's going to put you right back in order because he's not going for it. He wants a woman that's going to follow his lead, and that's just as simple as it gets. There's no complications involved. There's none of that. Yeah, let's watch this next clip. Yeah, we have I see girlies getting their nails done, hair done, lip filter, and Botox, shopping, express, and vacations. And I'm like, how? Let's listen to what this woman had to say and give our feedback. Let's listen to what this young lady had to say and give our feedback.
Sorry, it's just so overwhelming. Like, you work and 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 you work, and it's just to pay off, like, your basic necessities. And you can't, like, in this city that I live in, public transport, please. And I really shouldn't be crying because now I have to go to another work event, and now I'm gonna be all puffy. I'm just... Living is so expensive. Just keeping yourself alive and floating is so expensive. And what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted is if I were to take public transport here, especially for my job requires a car. I have to have a bunch of that I have to lug with me for work. And I can't do that with public transport. I'm venting.
And basically, we have here a woman who's just going through life. Just like I said earlier, man, a lot of people are going through it in this economy, and this woman is one of them. She's basically stressing out how tough the economy is, how hard everyday life is going in America. This just is what it is. It's just one of the things that we just gotta deal with. You can't avoid unless you have a partner. She might need to go partner up with a man. I understand that is not popular. That's not a popular opinion, but in today's age, you just gotta go out there and if you want to live a good life, just find a partner that you can get along with and ride the storm, because it's gonna get hard. It's gonna get harder. So, yeah, either you ride the storm now or deal with it later. Oh, man. Yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. This next story, let me press pause. Let me get into it here. This next story we have is a young lady telling us what goes in Dubai. I think we already know what goes in Dubai, but let's just give our feedback and get into it. Let's let her tell us what goes on in Dubai. I would love to know what goes on in Dubai.
I want you to come to Dubai and I want you to shit on me. Like mad crazy stuff, and then we offer me a bag, like 50s, 100K.
So girls is really getting shitted on out here though. Literally.
There's a lot of girls that go to Dubai for that.
To get shitted on.
Yeah.
I ain't never knew that. I thought that was fake.
No, that's a real thing. I know a lot of girls, but like I said, like I don't judge nobody. Like you.
Like how do you take how do you do that to a person though? Like honestly, like I don't see me being able to shit on somebody.
They're gonna. Okay, with these guys, they're gonna offer you 150K. You think a girl's not gonna get shitted on?
Like I'm saying, I get it. Okay, boom. I'm saying as me as being a guy, right? You know what I mean? Like, okay, and you're a girl. How do you actually get? Do you think they got to get high, or do they got to take hella like laxatives, or
what the guys?
No, the girls is like about to shit on you.
I think they get drunk.
Oh, get drunk.
They be on liquor, be probably on drugs to do that. Oh. You know, because you're not going to just go sober. And I mean, I would never do that. But if I was to do some shit like that, I would have to get super drunk.
Yeah.
For me not to even like.
Yeah, think about that shit.
Think about that shit.
That's crazy. What goes on in the world today, man? We have a lot of people that go to Dubai to get shitted on, get pissed on, get all sorts of things happen to them just so they can secure the bag. And it's unfortunate that's the world we live in today, and it is what it is. Those opportunities do exist, and people take on those opportunities, but at what cost? At your dignity, self-respect, and so on. I don't think it's worth it if you ask me, but a lot of people will disagree. It is what it is. If you like getting shitted on and you like getting shitted on, it is what it is. Yeah, let's get into it. It says, Marvel actor Anthony Mackie says success is given, it's not earned, and we're lying to our kids. And let's listen to that clip and let's see what he has to say. Are we lying to our kids? Is success given, not earned? Let's find out. Let's see what Mr. Mackie got to say. You feel me?
And I've seen people go from nothing to the biggest stars in the world. I've seen people go from one role to winning Academy Awards and doing all this shit. And what I realized yesterday thinking about it, we're lying to our kids, dog. And I think that's a big problem in our community. We tell our kids that and this is fresh on my heart. Like, I literally just came to this conclusion last night. We tell our kids if they do right and they make the good grades and they go to the programs and they will become successful. If you work hard enough, your work will be paid off. And that's not true.
Yeah. Shout out to him, man, for coming up to this podcast and saying what it is. I know we tell our kids, hey, do this and you'll get X, Y, and Z, but it's not true. What we have today is the relationships we build. You're as strong as your relationship. If you have connections out there, you'll be able to tap into those connections. Just having knowledge is not enough. Let's just be real. Having knowledge is just part of the process. But what sticks the most is the relationships that you build within whatever industry that you're in. You just basically gotta tap in with your resources. These people are resources. You just have to understand that relationships rule the world and try to build as many relationships as you can just to further your cause, or whatever that may be, yeah, that's just the way the world works. You can cry about it, you can complain, do this, do that. That's just the way the world works. It's all about relationships. And Anthony Mackie is not saying anything wrong. He's basically spitting facts. It just depends if you're willing to accept it or not. Let's move on. I saw this clip the other day and I definitely wanted to say something about it because it troubled me. I was traumatized. We have a young man in the Pop the Balloon episode with, what's her name? Arlette. Some people say she's the first, she's the second. I don't know who created the Pop the Balloon, but it's a trend now. Let's go. Let's see how this particular clip unfolded. We have a young man that basically told exactly how he felt. He didn't hold back. And he basically told this young lady what he thought about her when he was asked. Let's go ahead and play the clip and give our feedback.
Down over here, your name and age.
Sade, and I'm 24.
All right. And Sade, what do you do?
And I'm an esthetician.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
He mentioned someone who has humor. I don't think I'm very funny.
Okay.
But something nice. I like the cross and first impression, a good style.
Oh,
thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
So you want someone that's also funny as well? Is that what you meant by humor, or like they just have a sense of humor, like they can laugh?
Well, I
at
said
stuff?
it's a bonus. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but no worries. I mean, I want someone who I can go out, have some fun with. You know, life of the party per se.
Okay.
It's cool.
Right. So is she someone that's your type?
Not really, to be honest.
Okay. And why not?
The face is a bit wrinkly for me.
Thank you. Let's go over. We had one more down over here.
That's tough. The face is a little bit wrinkly for me. Do you want a man to be honest or not? I understand in this situation, yes, I think he was a little bit overboard. Yeah, we all saw that her face was wrinkly, but we're not supposed to say nothing. You're supposed to... Oh my God, you're supposed to be nice. You're supposed to... Especially when she didn't come at you like that. Just be respectful. Be like... It's easy for me to say this. The man was put on the spot. Why don't you like this young lady? Her face was wrinkly. This is what you would expect a child to say, because children have no filter, you know. But this man was 100% within his right to say what he felt, you know, and he did what he did. But do I agree with it? No, because he could have been, I think he could have found a way to be more respectful, if you ask me. But this is the world we live in. We listen and we don't judge. But yeah, it's tough, man. That's tough. Dating out here is tough, especially if you're not the standard of beauty. Oh man, shout out to that young lady, man, for not. That's just for not losing your cool, you know. She kept it classy, and we love that. Oh man, this story here. We have a young lady that went out to a bar. She and her friends started interacting with some young men at the bar, and she was angry that these men did not want to buy her appetizer or a drink. Let's go ahead and watch that video and give our feedback on the back end. Okay, let's get into it.
Night with a couple of girlfriends, and we went to Wally's in Santa Monica. It was very, very cute, a good vibe. We're just having like a little girls' night, whatever. We're in the back, we're sitting, we're just chatting, and these two guys come over and they start chatting it up with us, and it was fine. We were being friendly, we were being nice, and they were like good conversation. I began to notice that these guys, within the first 15 minutes, they did not offer to buy us drinks. Mind you, we weren't drinking anything. We were just sitting there. We were actually really kind of buying time until we went to the next spot. So we're talking, 15 minutes goes by, they didn't offer to buy drinks, nothing, they're just talking to us. Another 15 minutes go by, we're still talking. Another 15 minutes go by, we're still talking. I get to the point where I'm like, okay, we've been here for a while, I'm getting bored, I'm getting annoyed, and we were been supposed to leave, but here we are talking to these guys that we actually aren't even really interested in. And so I excused myself to the bathroom, thinking that that was going to be the cue for the other girls to realize that, hey, either join me in the bathroom for us to regroup, or hey, let's wrap these things up with these guys and let's keep them moving to the next spot.
So what I'm getting from the story is there's 2 guys, 3 girls, or more. Obviously, the 2 guys aren't engaging with her in a conversation, or she wouldn't have left. It seems like she was hating. She was hating on her friends. Her friends are getting play, and she's not. That's why she's hating. You see this a lot. You see this a lot when you out here dating, talking to girls or whatever. You'll see you're talking to a couple of friends, and the other friends feel disengaged. They're not really interaction in the conversation. So what normally comes into play is women feel some type of way, and they feel that, hey, let's go. We're done with this conversation. That's what you would get in normal circumstances. But it didn't seem that her friends wanted to leave. But let's keep listening to the story. But you can tell that she wasn't being approached. She wasn't one of the ones being approached. That's why she felt this way. But let's keep watching.
No, I get back, still talking. So finally, I tapped my friend and I just told her, like, hey, I'm ready. Like, let's go. We end up all like exchanging numbers, whatever. So when we're walking out, I was telling them, like, hey, we were talking entirely too long to those guys for us to sit there and not have not one drink bought for us, not one appetizer offered to us, nothing offered to us.
So she's basically angry that she didn't get a drink because these guys decided to come up and talk to him. Like, ma'am, they don't owe you a drink. If they don't, especially you that's doing all the complaining, they definitely don't owe you anything. But they're talking to your friend. If your friends would have complained, I'm pretty sure they would have got a drink. But let's keep watching.
That is unacceptable behavior, and I'm sorry. And this might ruffle feathers for some girls watching this video. And if that is ruffling your feather, then boo, you need to keep scrolling because this is not the video for you. And the content that I make is not going to be what you like.
So basically what she's saying is, it is what it is. Yeah, you can tell that she's a tough person to deal with. She's going to be a tough cookie to deal with. She's going to expect you to buy her this, buy me that, do this, do that. It explains why she's single. This explains exactly why she's single. It is what it is. But we listen and we don't judge. You can just tell that the woman was basically bitter that she wasn't getting approached by the other men. And you see this a lot. It's not surprising. I'm not surprised by this. You know, it is what it is. But yeah. Oh man. That's what you see out here in the dating game, man. It is what it is. But yeah, that about wraps it up for our podcast for today. Expect me to drop another one this week. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you think about the last clip. That was pretty interesting. Let us know what you think about the last clip. Do you think that the men should have bought her a drink, should have bought her appetizers, whatever it is? Do you think that she deserved that based on her attitude? It is what it is, but make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Real African Stars on Instagram, TikTok, as well as Facebook and Instagram. And follow us at Joey365 on Instagram. With no further ado, we're out, I'll see you on the next one.